All right, it's Thursday, October 9th, just following up on the SPY. This is kind of a midday update. You can see here after a two-up failure that took out the high the previous day, moved lower from the start, took out the midpoint of the previous day. We've just moved now to the outside bar and took out the low of the previous day. That was kind of anticipated, similar to 2 days ago when we took out the highs, got through the midpoint, we took out the lows, and we even reached the next target. So now, just like 2 days ago, we have to see what happens at this inflection point. You can see here the SPY has made one push down, orderly pause, second push down to our target. I described how I bought some puts here aggressively on the 5-minute chart on bar number 3. I actually scaled out here at this red line. I shot a video where I thought that was an area coming into the low end of yesterday's range that we would bounce a little bit. That's exactly the area where we try to, come up a little bit. But it was just, as it turns out, an orderly pullback, a little consolidation, and now a push towards our target. So those options, again, I bought the 676 puts at 328. I scaled at 380, set up there was trade. I sold some more at 539 at that red line, and you can see here they're up to 660 right now, asking as we hit this key inflection point in the morning and see what happens. The other day, that's as far as things got, essentially. Well, we went to the low of that day and then the next target, and then we kind of consolidated all day long, I recall, down in here. And then we gapped up the next day. I'm not saying we're going to do that again tomorrow. If anything, this still looks like an example of now higher highs. We just hit our first lower low target here of yesterday's low. It looks like this is another target down here in terms of this broadening formation that's developing near the all-time highs. And I still think at some point, we'll see, when things really get below the halfway point of this move up, then we could be targeting these double lows down here eventually. So I thought, yes, 2 days ago might be the start of that move. Then we had a little bit of a gap up. Today we're repeating that. So, there's no need, there's nothing about it that's bullish in any way. This is a lot of volatility near the highs of the day. We're going to see, just like on this day, how it closes and can we follow through. Everything's going to be based upon where this closes today. We can still go a lot lower. And, to me, as long as we stay below the open of the week again, that's this bar right here, we're going to stay negative and see how we close on Friday. And, this could ultimately be that, two up kind of red bar that forms on the weekly chart by the end of tomorrow, which leads to a 2 down going into next week. So keep all that in mind as we go forward, but you got to go day by day. I would say this seems to have a better chance to follow through lower than this first one. That was kind of a fake, but at some point this weekly chart, is going to have a little bit of a red 2 down pullback and see if we can start hitting some lower targets down here. And again, here's that double bottom, so keep that in mind. So anyway, at this point here, all we know is that we've made our 2 pushes down in the morning to the key first target here, the lows of yesterday. Obvious, that's why it's pausing again, the logical area to do that. We'll see if it gets a strong, push up, or and then how tomorrow ends up, or can we just consolidate and just continue lower all session long.